Lamajo is here to stay. I hope to see it happen probably like every 4 months in the course of the year. I think it will help us a lot. All right, so now let's turn our ears, eyes, our attention to events. Adam is in the building. Adam, what going? What to say?
Oh,
good to see you. Good to see you.
Bugger.
Bugger Adam. Is that we're going to call you this time? What to say? Yamisha. December is here, and then the sixth. Episode has started it. There are more that are coming. But before we even dive into it, which event pan this season? And that will come as a pan say. If you have to choose one particular event that you need to attend.
Maybe now one man.
I'll make it up.
You missed
an event I'm looking to Afrochella this December.
Okay.
I'm looking to Afrochella. Any like
$200 and something.
Yeah.
For a ticket.
Yeah.
I'm looking to it because even almost places almost in Kofo vendors going out some Kataka. So because it's one of the concerts diasporans, attended part, and if you look at the Ministry of Tourism and the country's direction in terms of tourism, with the Beyond the Return initiative, getting a lot of diasporans. These are concerts like international audience about together. So it's like representing our industry in a way and being like a platform for people, revelers to come and enjoy. And if you look at tourism, we have MICE, meetings, conferences, events, and such events are part. People travel to go and witness events. So it's our form of MICE in Ghana. So if that concept is successful, to some certain extent, it takes our name, the country's name to a certain level. So, there's what I'm looking for. If you look at even the billing of the artist is a blend to bring that, dynamism into play. So,
do you think Ghanaian folks will turn up over these concerts, considering your friends? Let's put in consideration your friend, the economic situations here and there. The effect of the economic situation on people. Do you think Ghanaians will turn up? Because you turn up and bit me making sure said the event will be a success and people can say it was massive. Ghanaians were there. Now also foreigners also tripped in, and do you think Ghanaians will turn up?
Yeah, I see Ghanaians turning up because I see December to be like it's like in everybody's life. It's like marriage. It's like childbirth. It's like education. There are moments, there are times you intentionally plan for. Okay, at this point I want to get married. This point my attention is to education. This point I want to do this. So when it comes to December, it is one out of the year. So people actually plan for December. That okay, December, this is the kind of maybe savings I'm doing for December, and out of this savings, I'll do this, I'll do that. So December mostly are planned for, regardless of everything, nothing going on well for people. They want to, make merry and forget some of the difficulties they've gone through, because December is seen as a feeling na kwa pro, and so it's the end of the year, so people want to take off some pressure and other things, and because of that and the feeling, the holidays in it and the feeling it brings, it creates that avenue for people to go out and party. And last year, for instance, we had a lot of events within short space of time, and one area was
economy
Grand
wasn't
Arena.
like it is today.
Yeah,
the vast difference from last year and this particular times that we're in.
Don't forget that just yesterday, Friday, there was African Legends Night. And people were there. Massive.
It wasn't $280.
People were there.
It wasn't $280.
I've forgotten about the amount, the real amount. Yeah, but people were there. You understand? And I know that it's that thing is the challenges people are going through, but that experience, especially people who are what time get be at December wait or per se
that could be a reason.
or the set it tone.
Yeah, you say I think a woman reason be able to me possible.
Yes, you be have boys and women who are
saying African legends or go for buy it wasn't $280. You understand? But I think I woke so be too focused to say me too game and
no flyer.
Yeah, $20 is almost about.
Was it give you send your flyer?
2,600. If say 14
for a ticket.
And then 200 and something.
Depends, maybe VIP, general. Maybe you want to go general admission.
Now can I go back? Because VIP need more. So let's say you like 280. Was it 200 the cry at the number 2,600. 18 a bosono. And no, into one or say then 3,000. 3,000. Mumi you know 6,000.
And memory like.
But that tomo akoma you know like. That was studied. I always say that like, people have planned towards that. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, the
they will limit maybe also co-event fly
or be limited to go to that particular one.
Priority. People are prioritized.
Yes, which ones?
Because unlike those days now, and will be so maybe he wants to go a trip off Accra or off Baby Otseno, he will decide, okay, this time I'll not go so that I'll be able to attend this event. Like, people have to prioritize things because of the, economic situation we all find ourselves.
Adam, let's come back on that track. That is going to be a good topic for, you know, next week or next 2 weeks, where we talk about how people are prioritizing the events, how it could affect certain events, because then people are
certainly some will be affected.
Yes, some will be affected. People are trying to say, okay, mekoha, menkoha. So how is it going to be affecting the events whatsoever? But this morning we are talking about the play for me, I play for you kind of, you know, shows that are going on. Let's go back to but we're talking about the artists themselves actually organizing their own, you know, concerts and their mini festivals and all of that. And again, their friends to gather up and pull up something, and then they also show up in way. What do you think about that spring of you know? There used to not be that.
Yeah, and I mean, if this situation was there, the hip life days are.
Yeah.
And most of the artists are still in business.
Oh.
It's a good thing. I mean, if you look at, as an artist, avenues are on your revenue. Events, maybe streaming, endorsement, merchandising. And some of the, if you look at this side, your side of this, these are the major places are Sikafi Hoba. And if you look at this for Hano streaming no and heavy sir. And even if you look at YouTube payments mostly is based on your jurisdiction. Yeah. And because of that, some of the artists change the settings to maybe US, UK, so that your money revenue can be higher. Because if you are a certain advert $3 in America, no, the same advert will give you like 50. You understand? So it's not that huge. Then if it comes to
like for real, like
if it's serious,
the policies when you have to change these things, you know.
Africa, because of the way economy, people don't place premium on. I mean, even Facebook, people you can do
sponsored ads and all that.
Like when you post video and people are watching, you can get ads. But unfortunately, so people have some of the artists and companies have change their social media settings. They've done it elsewhere so that they can have a fair share of ads on Facebook, because some of them get a lot of views on videos they post like YouTube. So they also have that ad breaks on it and get money. Because of situation, the merchandising, the people are not patronizing it that much. In the events, the main source of revenue, any endorsements. As an artist, when the events are not coming, it means that you are losing some sort of revenue. So if that becomes the case, event organizers detecting the pace of which artists to use. And over the years, I've said this, that our event organizers have been using events to create stars and not create superstars. What happened is that,
Wow.
today, I'll go and pick Shatawal, I'll go and pick maybe an up-and-coming artist, or when he's getting there, I'll pay him 50 Ghana. Now, when the artist breaks the ceiling and get there, and I have to pay the artist 120 for the artist to move from star to superstar, so that the monies can, meet his budget near the end. We think that they companies and others think that the artist is charging too much, so they rather use that money to go and hire another 2 artists who are coming there. Because that once you cannot be for 3, then they come and create another star. Then 2-3 years, when they are to meet the artist's demands to get him to the superstardom, they will drop it and go and bring another person who is getting there, so that they can, that's the kind of one person, but normally they come up 4 or 3, so that they still be in business. Then they create a lot of stars. Then
but not superstars.
So that's why we complain that, we want some of our artists to be like the Burna Boys, the Whiskey, what they are doing.
There's no consistency with the event.
That is it. So they are just creating the stars. So, artists like Sarkodie, Shatawale, Stonebwoy, it got to, there was a year, you could count the number of shows Sarkodie played, but for his rapaholic. So if these artists, that is what didn't happen in the hip life days.
Yes.
So if there was a time I was working with an artist, those days, who is still doing well. We met one man from a company which used to play a lot, it's a telco, and they tell him that, he asked them, hey, namu timu fashion in Babio. Oh, nana, see how she can the fan collab 3 near the map performing. So, if Sarkodie and others had not gone this tangent with their own shows, like most of them have been kicked out. Because what happens with the event is that the more you are organizing your own event, you are making your brand relevant.
Yes.
You are sowing and keeping your fan base and letting them know there is something happening with your brand. This triples, the ripple effect of it is that companies come to see how influential you are, and they bring their businesses to you. That aside, you are also able to make revenue.
Right.
And that revenue, and will be an Arabico studio. Video. And now you know these things cost. If you are in terms of artists, video, promotion, and other stuff to keep your artistry alive. So, but for artists doing their own show, some of these artists, the brand wouldn't have been relevant, their fan base would have been dead, and also they will not be relevant for brand endorsement. But because they have been able to show that strength, now one person can organize a show and these same companies will come on board. So you, the artist, you'll be able to take small here, you take small here, you take small here, and you are going to leverage on your brand to be able to keep that same brand alive. So, it is a good thing for the artists because it is really keeping them in business. And they need to continue doing, because an event like Samini Experience, event organizers partner him, George Quay's Image Bureau.
That is where I want to come to. But before that, now you have an artist, organize his own show, and then you get the artists just jump on it. Others, jump on it. And then before that, that relationship is created where you find out that they are, they are coming together and supporting, let me use that, supporting themselves, in doing these events. Will that practice last? That is question number 1. Will that practice last? And then secondly, do you think that it's about time that the event organizers partner with these artists. They were doing it, but partner with more of these artists. Like you said, they are creating stars, not superstars. And then you go to their site too. They will tell you reasons why they are creating stars and not superstars. Because, of course, or your brand, na say, $100,000. No, so bet me the $100,000. No, or any business. But any sad, yes, $100,000 na ne board ding ma would ya. Dear intina one artist na enye mum. Na on kas okay, and your mamma ma 50. Na bra. Na me no no enye. Let's headline it. Okay, and now we na koye nta. Do you think say it is about time that they partner? Because then it's making each party suffer a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's very important. I think say gradually, it is that culture is creeping in, and it will take some time because when it even comes to endorsement, when you go to US near there, I mean, most of the companies in endorsements, I mean, there are types of endorsement deals. There is the go for cash, there is the one where you go for the product or equity. Osha US near the entertainment scene now. When it comes to brand endorsement, most of the artists go for equity. And with equity, the artists own a share because they feel that brand 50 Cent now are building. On farm becho say, on farm advertising will product na money kakra. He needs to have a stake in the company.
More have great conversation.
Yeah, that is why when you look at 50 Cent more, Kanye West, on equity, and equity, he has a stake in the company or a shareholder.
Yes.
So instead of maybe taking $10,000 to be a brand ambassador, he is rather going to get $1 billion because he is a shareholder. So these partnerships are very important. It's about time the artists, if you have a event and you think that, okay, Charterhouse also has this strength. Let's partner. So, okay, we have a venue, Grand Arena. We will give you the venue, we give all of this quantified as that.
Yes.
So you are also bringing this on board, quantified as this. We do it and we share the proceeds. I mean, nobody loses. It's very important because, you see, if you want to like go far, you go alone. Go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. You understand? So like, when you come together as one, do business because business is about, I mean, coming together, partnerships.
Okay.
But unfortunately, our side of the world, because of at times your family sets and also your part, it doesn't encourage that kind of thing. Hey, Charlie, when you wake up, you say, hey, when you business, na musika. I mean, we have a certain family setting which doesn't encourage doing business and other things with people together. So, I mean, some of the artists are seeing the light because Beam Nations, Stone Boys are shining to the world. I mean, BTL, there's this event company. They were parts of that show.
Now let's talk about the concert where you have that practice of artists supporting themselves and jumping on stage and being a part of each other's way. And do you think that is going to breed a certain type of discord amongst the artists when you don't turn up? I play my concert, I play your concert, I play your concert, they there.
Yeah. That is very, very important because if I'm supporting you and definitely my time is due and I call on you and you don't come, it will be dependent on the kind of
relationship
excuse you give me. But if it is just that you have decided not to come, then that will be a problem. But at times too, one of the challenges in some of this is that at times the artists take some of these things for granted. So one, your colleague will come. I mean, there are times we heard some people, artists going to fight a manager at a friend show he wanted to go and support. I mean, we know what happened, big artists. So at times, some of these artists are not treated well at backstage. When they come, where they'll go and stay, waiting area before they climb on stage to perform. And even the time they'll give them to perform, they'll get to the backstage and it's a different thing altogether. I mean, because the artist is solely focused on the show, at times, the team do not treat some of the colleagues well. So they go and decide that, Charlie, that be all. And after the show, it ends. Because he feels that you've disrespected his brand when he was coming to support you, and that's the end.
Their egos and emotions have been bruised.
Artists should not take this for granted. They should take it like it's a professional thing. The same way you would want to be treated when you go to a certain company show at the backstage. You should have that respect for your colleague when he's coming. Make him comfortable. I mean, I'll use one example. When Empress Gifty organized Trek, I mean, the artists who came, the waiting area she did for them, big place, air-conditioned, with buffet. Everything was there. So just come and sit and enjoy before they call you on stage.
You are comfortable.
You are comfortable. There is buffet in there. Because when you go to somebody's show, you want to be treated, a company show, you want to be treated like a star.
And
so why it is that your friend will come to your show?
Empress will go to a colleague's
and she doesn't get the same treatment.
She's not really let me be the devil's. She's not expecting the buffet, but probably she's expecting some type of.
So nobody will come, oh, have you taken water
or anything?
It's like they are waiting for your time to be due and you go and perform. It's like they are treating you like they are not giving you that. They are not, because they didn't pay for I mean that performance, they don't want to place premium and value on it. So this should be a lesson to the artists.
Right.
How they treat their colleagues at backstage.
But
very crucial.
Like baby, you've done events. If you call in an artist, some more, your friend is saying request. Like they say, okay, please, if me here A, B, C, D. As friends or colleagues, I think that should be the standard. The same.
But at times coming through for I go come support you.
Like,
bro,
I did that. So at least we should have that. We should have that standard.
Yes.
So boy, they come through, but you know, say
Nicki Minaj never because of her red roses. The thing is,
artists ni Felicia Okoka, oh, me and maybe Obia Obebua, and no sound be mommy. So they don't want
why should it be like that?
No. I mean, the artist that is passing through to support you must not, for your favor, must not even give you a list. You have to create that comfort for that person.
Because you are in the
I'm sometimes guilty, I'm sometimes not guilty about it.
Baby says, oh, Mpacho, why accept to say you want to come to this event? Into Obano, Dana. Ebi amenye ema means yes what you say.
No. Now what can the right thing to do?
But artists no person say how or mouth headache. So brother, I will come in for you. So you the artist need to know that your colleague now will accept this band, make him feel comfortable
or surprise him.
Yes, let him feel good. And there are some shows out you feel good at backstage.
One I think that practice also became a bit shaky when Meba Mama. Yes, wachi wama. What you say? Because of course, if nipa no si kani nibotomu, anything can happen. Now one turning up, you can't really, it's only when you have a contract with a person, cash akum, sakon saba, and all of that. But if somebody's coming to support you, to me, man, not so much pressure.
Why don't we skip that phase and down forcing it say and treat this as different as business?
No, you see, that's what I'm saying. Where what Adam is saying is that part is not a solid business. It's not a solid business. You're having a party. You are my colleague. You are my brother. You understand? I will come. I'm not your MC. If I'm your MC, it's a serious business. You're paying me. I'm coming. Maybe MC
and at times this will happen. Artists, maybe I'm coming to support you, and they are not even calling on you. Oh, Charlie, they are not checking up on you. And also the organizers feel that, oh, we mean Chanika, I say, baby, eba MC amount for free. You feel like, oh, one juice, so you don't want to pressure him that, oh, you have to be here by 4. You have to.
Yes, I cried. My friends, hey.
You don't want to be calling her.
I want to take this opportunity to big up, baby. every event she's invited me and Cassandra, like colleagues, like we get first class treatment. Like
that is how it's supposed to be.
You're my brother, you know.
Thank you for that. Like, yeah.
You know, and every other person I try.
Yeah.
I will fault myself this time around. Me bring me so me do
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not intentional, especially when you might have team and you have to make sure that you are in a billion places all at once. What I have learned throughout the years that we need to learn how to delegate.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you see, the delegation is also sometimes a problem.
Who
is doing what? And is that person who is doing that what going to be giving you problems or giving you solid, feedback? Because we bet me a delegate here, you may be a movie, maybe actually no. Now if you one because imagine that I have invited Adam or Empress Gifty, and then they are coming because of me. But my busy in my delegate here, Jumana Ama Obi. So on ye. Nani pana anya ni ye.
Yeah. Name the relationship.
Mako backstage no. Na oni ho. Empress ni ho.
You're stressing man.
You're stressing no. Ama oko. Se si ana abeye me damage control. Ebi ebe say relationship no. Ebi ebe because ono na je ne say wo se me bra aden na when your time mama me. So I'm learning from what Adam is saying this time around. Is say, and you create a comfort zone for everybody else. Yeah. Also, there's also a problem where some artists don't want to gel with some artists. We have to not wait a while, wait my hope. So then you have to find a way of putting everybody
in this space of comfort.
Like take concert.
Yes.
We just station cooks.
Yes.
Ebinimu ye pizza, ebinimu ye fried rice, jollof. So when the artists come, we ask you, where do you want to sit and what do you want to eat? Kiddie, come here and say, we'll be in our car. Then pizza. We brought them pizzas, drinks. I mean, you need to that accommodate because Sikana one jono. If you are to spend few thousands of that money to getting food for him to you should be able to do that. And I'm very happy that artists have worked with them when they are having programs. How they treat their colleagues are fantastic because we make sure that part is not played with because we need to put respect on the artists who ask. Very key. So if December you are organizing an event, your friends are coming to support you, don't take it on the face value. Look beyond the face value. Look at how much they have given you in terms of thousands to make your funds and your program successful and make them comfortable. How much will food and drink and a comfort space as a waiting area cost you? You love to be treated like a star. So treat your colleagues who are coming to support you as stars. And let the relationship grow. If you have gates, do gates, and who says private security for now? So who are saying up say, or say, Sisia, Mr. May office name. Where why? Hey, you can't come with them. No. Who?
No.
Okay, call the person. Adam. What the phone man? I don't want to talk to them. Let him come. Let the person who are come and
then I will make her say, we invite me, but at least they talk. Just say, I need A, B, C, D. Though we buddies, you understand? Pacho provide A and B for me, especially when I get to the gate security. I'll be coming with such. At least.
Event. On the grounds.
On the grounds.
Maybe create me here. It wasn't in your plan. So you have to attend to that thing. And if you are not careful, you will leave other things. And you think that in your money be so when you are showing in Basso, it be a sound be my problem. And now I could be also baby we so attention has been developed and you lose track of some of these things. And it becomes delegate is very important.
Because if a superstar is coming for your show,
you think you want to make the sound good for the person.
Yes, you want to make the sound good for the person. At the same time, when him show or no or they no baby omu free show be. Omo ya 9.
Yeah, one prepare for 9.
Or no so actually will say they will come. What you mean say or 6 into 3 na kan fie. No, you can't. No. So that moment, something has to happen. The problem with that, you have also given instructions at the gate because you want to keep some sanity there. Ain't no yes, we who stone, we who way, but we dear Jebbre into no so no, or per se, or come and say, wait, and you cannot make a superstar, wait. So you always have to say you have to delegate for somebody who knows, who is a people person and knows how to handle things on point and on a standpoint. And then one shame year, nani pani baba support you, na kuma mufaba wadainachi oko. Because come on, we are superstars, we are superstar. Also, you be sana adianity na. But now let's look at how.
And we know a critical example of some of these backstage issues has ended that
very
kind of
bad relationship. I say relationship between artists and stuff. But also, let's look at how all of these mini festivals and concerts affecting event organizers. Because now it doesn't meet the standard. Because I'm looking at my shows that were good, that were really, really good. And I pray that one day I will be able to organize such big shows like that, for artists and stuff. And I appreciate that. And I've been to certain events also. My better events than that. And it's all like that. So you're looking at the standard of event organizers. Sisiano, I could say a number of artists are doing way better concerts than event organizers putting themselves together. Nancy Hamiko, baby. Oh, yes. So, what is it affecting the event organizers? Or then is the artist normal, concerts normal, and doesn't meet the standard?
When it comes to affecting the event organizers, definitely it will affect in a way, because maybe 24th, somebody thought of maybe putting up an event as an event organizer and have some artists. But now that 24th, 25th, through some of these big artists you want to put on are having their shows. Maybe your 24th, you want to have a certain event at a certain location. Samini is doing a Samini experience. And you know, huge the brand. Oh, I'll be there.
And you Foster, so the answer.
What will be special about that?
It's not my Foster, the
on a Samini account.
Because like
2010.
Now 24. One
yard. When it happens like that, definitely, I mean, the artist, you can at times have your event, but that artist you want to put on, you are losing. Like 25th, Sarkodie will not play anybody's show apart from Rapaholic. So if you are an organizer and you see Sarkodie as your target for a show within at times within that space, a week he doesn't want to perform because he wants to rehearse for his show. Definitely, clearly, it will create a challenge for the event organizer. In a way, it has become a competition. So now it brings in the competitive edge where everybody needs to do it well, because if you do not meet the standard, next year you will lose patrons. You understand? So rather, I see it as a competition, putting people on their toe too. Because when it started, it wasn't like this. And it keeps getting better. This year, look at Ashama Into the World.
Yes.
Look at the stage.
Yes.
I mean, lighting, superb. Definitely, when Shatawale is coming up, he will want to meet a certain standard.
Yes.
Then, when Sarkodie is coming up, because certain standard by his colleagues have been set, he wants to meet that. So, definitely, competition creates some of this standardization. So, I believe that with the competition, even if we've not gotten there in terms of the standard we want, I know with time we will get there.
Adam, next week you're sending Komo. But you didn't cover ye more Sarkodie, ye more Stoneboy, ye more Shatawale. Ye baby him.
Okay. Sure.
Ye baby him because Afi Sina so be show. And Obeya big stage.
Yeah.
And then we would have Kwame Eugene also having a show with a big stage.
Yeah.
And we would have Abiana would have
GH,
because I say Chrome Hano. Yeah, yes, sir. Or Motonoma Stoneboy Shatawale. Samini experience menko because as a person we say apart from Samini experience who come be prioritize.
Samini sorry now with you. Was like maybe then okay.
Samini experience is going to be wonderful on the 24th. Definitely first and so the be wonderful on 23rd. Then my bought a lot of shows that are going on. Obi and Ponsa, all of them are having shows at the 14th, you know. Yeah.
And it's such a very tight time, you know.
Walasi is my heart. You know, it's going to be wonderful, and that's what I'm saying, that everybody needs to be there, okay?
Yeah, let's get our artists in business.
Yes, let's get our artists in business. Let's get our artists. So you have to come back and then we have that conversation. We drop it when it's sort of guy. Max TV, Max Morning Show, so that we'll have all those conversations. Here we'll tell you what's gonna go on this whole Christmas. No baby, I'll be to me. How you go to me. In fact, for business investors and finance, you know, so na be position we see now ube chile December esu scanning esu premier ni tau piao
esu scanning esu premier
you know we go chill, but we for know how we go do the chilling. What you say
for manage am
na ya bro pepe it's hard you know, that kind of thing. So let's all gear up. Safety first, like I said, safety first. You have to make sure that you're in good health. You have to make sure that you're safe. Keeping safe. And you have to make sure that you know, all those things. So call baby, I shall baby alcohol. And many jam ma when you so be na fe baby and was so kuninano na one nam ho. Ye wie bronya odampom. Ye wie bronya onka ho. December 2023 ye wonka ho. That shouldn't be the case. Adam has been here. Men will fight and no ye kwa kotwa so. E we chiri ho. Odias ye so nim see ye fight. This ye fight na double.
Ampa.
Behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. Thank you so much for passing through.